DJs never stories.
Hey, you're now tuned in to the two coolest laid back cuzzos of the podcast industry. I am the king of calling off, aka the Thirst Trap King, BKA. Give your woman the Bambi legs.
Shall we shag now or shall we shag later?
Damn, you always throwing me off. You good?
Oh, great.
All right. You good? All right. Well, I'm the dopest square you can find. Small talk. What's the word? What is the word?
And this is episode, 58? 58 of Podcast Mondays. Cuzzo, Bluzzo, what is good?
Man, I'm good, G. I am good, cuzzo, because we have a guest.
Yes.
Beautiful lady.
Yes.
Here sitting down with us. This is the first guest actually we had in person.
Well, let me
go ahead and shoot that introduction.
Okay. So I think it was like about 4 years ago we just talked about it. I had her on the show. It was my show, That One Show, and we was talking about some shit on there. Just never put it out because it like
you never put it out?
No, you never put it out. Like I ended up moving to DC, and every time I put like a status up like that's kind of controversial, she's always commenting on it. So it was only right for me to get this beautiful woman on the show, like very, very intelligent. That's why I asked her to be here, because it was good. So everybody, welcome Toi.
But let's be clear. Don't make it seem like I just be on your post. I be giving you good information. I be giving you some insight. You be asking questions, asking what Facebook think, and I'm like, why does it matter what Facebook think? Live your life. I
know that's right.
But
just to get that clear,
well, we
be on our starting stuff.
We need to clear this up. Why do you keep deleting me on Facebook?
So I don't think it's because of you. I get to a point in my Facebook that I just get tired of seeing certain things that's negative, or if you change your name or your profile picture or both at the same time, and I look at it and be like, I don't know you, I'm gonna delete it. I deleted a lot of coworkers from like 2012, 13, 14. Uh-huh. I'm like, girl, I ain't seen you, and you done got married and had kids, changed your name, got a divorce, had another. I don't know you. I just go ahead and delete them. So I don't know. He said I deleted them twice.
You deleted me twice.
Once though.
You deleted me twice.
I only remember one time. So it only counts for me if I only remember one.
That's different than me. Like I keep people on there. Like I mean, that's cool. I mean, I respect that.
Some people, if the vibe
I keep people on there from 3 years, 10 years ago, and
if
don't
the
even
vibe
talk
is
to
good,
them.
I can keep them on there. But if everybody got that one Facebook person that they just wake up and choose violence, or they wake up and choose Karen, and you be like, why are you so mean and angry all the time?
So you saying AB is
like what did I do that was like negative?
He had multiple statuses that was just like, okay, Facebook,
too
what
much
about
for
this?
you? Too much for you?
Okay, Facebook, what about this? I don't want to hear that.
I think it was more so like I asked the question because like the last status you commented on was I said it's a year too long to be dating someone before without putting the title on it. And you commented, and then next thing you know, it was just like, delete.
I think you put something else, and then I was like, he don't seem too sure himself. And I don't want to see this black man self-destruct by asking everybody else what they think about him. Like, how old are you?
It wasn't even that.
No,
it was
how old are you?
35.
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Exactly. Why the hell does it
35
matter?
and 6 foot.
What they gonna do? What they gonna do to him?
I mean, can't nobody with my ass.
Exactly. So why does it matter?
But no, like I like to. Well, I'm a kind of controversial type of person. Like I like to start shit and then, because like if you notice, every time I put a status up, everybody be going, I don't say shit.
I realize now that I know that you probably do it to stir up drama so that you can get some juice for the
show.
podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a podcast at the time, but I'm like, this black man is just
I do
just
that.
crumbling right now. And I don't like
Content
to see
creation.
Yeah, I do it all the time. It was another one I did, and like people was like on me. Oh, I said that Beyonce got man hands, and they tore my ass up.
But how do they know that she don't?
I don't know, but you can't say nothing about Beyonce.
You can't.
She the queen, man.
I'm gonna be quiet because I can't.
She
have
the queen.
coming for me either.
Man.
Well, you ready for the song? Or
you got it, right?
All right, let me get that.
My bad.
So, we do have a guest, but we got to keep it going the way we normally do things. This song is... Oh, it's clicking. Why is it clicking? This song is by your boy, Bryson Tiller. One of my favorite songs from him, and I think it can stir up a topic from today. There we go. It is it's actually just the intro. No, here it is. Teach me a lesson. Here we go.
Myself, so what would you do if she left? What would you do? Would I find someone to distract myself, detach myself, get my mind off you? This is far from the end. Got a nigga in a frenzy, only you would understand. Oh, when I used to be your man, you tell me over and over. If it's too much pressure, babe, maybe I'm not the one for you, baby. If you gotta question me, babe, think of all I've done for you, baby. I said I know you're gonna find someone that's ready for you and teach me a lesson, baby. You're gonna find someone who gets it, babe. Teach me a lesson, babe.
Yes, sir. Bryson Tiller, Teach Me a Lesson. That's the song I've been playing in my ear all week. Couldn't wait. What you think about that song, Toi? You like that song? You like Bryson Tiller?
I do. It's more of a song that you can listen to while you're riding.
Yeah, riding music.
Definitely not a take a shower song.
No.
Nope.
You got a take a shower song in your head that you can think of? Or is it like one of them old school songs?
I'll be listening to old school music.
Yeah.
Taking a shower. I'll be
Erykah Badu or something?
No, I go back to Keith Sweat
Okay.
or some Tina Marie.
Okay.
Or I might go old school, like grandma old school with some Hall & Oates. I have no idea. I just be picking stuff.
Hey, that's dope though.
Getting my best
You got
life
that
in the
old
shower.
soul.
Yeah, I do.
But, I love.
Yeah, you old school here too.
Nigga, put some outstanding on.
Outstanding.
I'm in it. You know what I mean? All right, so let me do my song of the day, man. Like, why you always? Another thing I noticed, cause you be getting a lot of songs that just be like just downing songs.
No, it's just R&B. I'm an R&B head, man. I love like that slow feel. That's all.
Well, the song in my ear, like y'all heard, we play the instrumental on here all the time. I love this song. I wake up to it every morning. Burna Boy, Yee.
Burna Boy.
Yee, let's get it.
DJ Burley Famous is in the mix right now.
Happy Monday. Episode 58. Podcast Mondays. Catch the vibes, catch the vibes.
This one I do with the jabata. Me, I no get time, I did da. Dada cover my face, calling me la ba down. Biggie man, we know they wear a ba da. Tell me, my nigga, what's it gon' G-Wagon, all the Bentley, the girl them, ride the whip. I no fit, die for nothing. My nigga, what's it gon' G-Wagon, all the Bentley.
Make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You know what's up.
Make you no say anything when you do, them must commend it.
Podcast Mondays.
So anything when you do, I they try to do on my way. Plenty so far.
Hey man, it's just something real fast. That part, like the beginning, it gets me every morning. That gets me every morning.
What is he saying right there?
But I don't know. But the point is, look, hey. So I had like looked his lyrics up, and you wouldn't believe what this nigga was saying. He said, "Die for my nigga, nothing for my nigga. Die for my nigga, nothing for my nigga." For like 8 bars. Song. Then like he goes into the verse and it's like you like retarded trying to read this motherfucker. It's like something pie tie why.
And you still like the song?
I just love them.
Now that you know what he's saying or not saying, you still like it?
That part right there. That part right there just give me every time.
Give you a nice overlooking the ocean field.
Yeah, like
got on
a beach
a white linen shirt. Just let it flip it back in the wind.
Yeah, but anyway, on to the show.
Let's get it. You gonna start it off, Cuzzo?
No, you got it, Cuzzo. Do your thing, bro.
All right. Well, the whole point of having you on, because we have a lot of topics about like relationships and
everybody always say, "Yeah, I need a woman.
You need a woman perspective."
That's my woman voice. I need a woman on the show because y'all always got boys and shit like that. That's why.
We gonna figure this out because I think like y'all most times. So.
All right, so this is my first question, and yeah, this is my first question. Do you have a problem with mama's boys?
Look at the face. You see
Jesus.
You see the long.
And if you do, why?
Okay, so let's just get this out the way. I'm the oldest of 3.
Okay.
I'm the only girl. So let's just go ahead and set the tone that I know exactly what it's like to have 2 mama's boys.
Okay. All right.
Let's just say that.
You might be on our
now,
side.
my mom has split us up.
Here we go.
I'm in my 30s. My older brother in his 20s. Baby brother 19. She stacked us out so I can see all perspectives of ranging from my age on down to high school now. So when it comes down to dealing with men that are so tucked under their mothers, they always need their mother's approval. They need to ask for their mother's permission. Whatever it is that you are trying to provide for him, if it does not mimic what his mom is providing for him in a way that his mom shows him love, it doesn't matter what you do, he is not gonna reciprocate. 2, mother's boys are in my sometimes, not all the times, they're a little hurt. They be a little hurt because I don't know what it is about black women. I'm just gonna stick on the term of black women because I can't speak on white women, Chinese women, whatever. I'm a black woman. Black women will shelter their sons and push their daughters away when they need to teach their sons to be a whole lot stronger. Most of the times they will push their daughters away and make them be strong, and then they will tuck that son under their wing forever. Everybody got an uncle that stayed at their grandma's house until he was in his 40s or 50s. Everybody. He can't do no wrong in y'all grandma's eyes. He's a mama's boy. Everybody know a guy that's like, what you about to do on Sunday? I'm about to go take my mama to first watch. Every Sunday, well, me and mama like to go on brunch dates. So you can't do bottomless mimosas with us. Or, say for instance, he started dating someone. He tells her, I really like you, but I gotta run it past mama. Why you gotta run it past mama?
Oh, that's cool.
First off, what is mama doing to the point that she can't go and entertain herself?
She ain't got a man, so.
On another end, I also know that I've watched this with my own eyes. I'm not gonna say who it was because they may feel some kind of way if they watch it.
This is probably why she deleted me. Go ahead.
It has nothing to do with you. But you sit there and you watch a mother that is single try to insert herself with her son, and everybody know at least one chick, no matter what age her son is, that she tries to make her son to be her man. Everybody got a son. Everybody done seen on Facebook, Instagram, where it's a lady that she got a 6-year-old. She dressing him to the nines, and she's like, oh, he my heart, he my king, he this, he that. How's your son gonna ever be your king?
Right. Never happened.
He's not your man.
It never happened.
Your baby daddy at one point was your king. Now he's gone, and you trying to make that to be the son. Now at that point, you gotta watch and pay attention to it and say, okay, you need to watch that situation, because she's going to literally be on his shoulder for the rest of his life. Unless she finds a man to take that spot, she's gonna make the little boy fill the void. Now everybody in the scene where mama need a gutter clean. It don't even fully need to be clean. It's a handful of leaves. She calling her son.
Yeah, right.
Son, can you come and do? Son, can you come get the crock pot down? Son, can you come and move this table up from the basement? It's a fold-out table. You got that table.
So from what you're saying, that's pretty, I like that.
It's hard to compete, because at the end of the day, mom is mom. She always been there. She always gonna be there. That's your mama. So as a female, how do you compete with mama coming and step in the way and say, son? Because he gonna show up for his mama, and he gonna be like, well, that's my mama. And what you gonna say?
Can't say nothing.
You can't say nothing, because that's that man's mama.
Okay, so I look at it like this. Like, I don't think I think it's levels to it. Mm-hmm. Where, like, I consider myself maybe a mama's boy, maybe. But I feel like it made me a better man for my woman.
Now, some are mama's boys, but they are mama's boys too, like with that level. They understand, I love my mom, I do what I need to do for my mom, I cherish my mom because my mom is my mom. Some are so far tucked under their mom's boob to the point it's toxic. That is the one that you just like, I can't, what am I doing? Why am I even messing with you if you always with your mama, you always worrying? I get it, if mama's sick, if mom's old, she's, needing help. Your mama 55 years old, she's still able to go to the Tom Joyner cruise and get her thing. Then let her go do that. Like, back out and let your mama go and live the rest of her life fruitfully. And you go live yours fruitfully. I'm not saying leave your mama high and dry, but come on now, like, at some point it becomes toxic.
What you think, AJ?
Shit. He said shit. Like what she's saying is absolutely true. Like, I've ran across cats that's like that, man. It's just like nah, fam. Like, I'm a mama's boy, like, to the T. Like,
But what extent to the T? Because it's levels.
True, but I know to separate myself, and I don't need my mom's approval. To be like, oh, well, that's my woman's voice. Well, that's a girl for you. No, I don't need that. I just do what I do. But I do try to do things for my mom. Like I buy her flowers every Sunday, take her down there to her. Take her to get a massage or some stuff like that. We have recently got a car fixed. I did all that stuff for her.
As you should.
So that's the stuff that I do, but I don't go to the extent where I gotta run everything across my mom's, because it's just.
Now it's people that do that.
I know. And
that's they on the phone. They have 3-hour conversations with their mama every day.
And that's trash. But see, me and my mama, we don't even talk on the phone. We be texting, and she be trying to text like she young and shit. Like, she be telling LOL, sending kissing
LOL
faces.
and shit.
Man, one time I told her, I said, Mom, good night. Good night. She texted me GN. I said, no, we don't do that, Jen.
We don't do that, Jen.
We don't do that. You better text me good night.
I got a young mom. She would have said GN.
Have you ever dated a guy that was a mama's boy?
Yes, and I left him alone really quick.
How long was that relationship?
It wasn't, I couldn't even say it was a real relationship. It was a situationship. And it was real quick after I was like, oh, this is mimicking the toxicity that I've watched within my own family, and I'm not about to be a part of yours.
Where you get the toxic part from? Like, if they want to defend their mom, or how far they
So remember, I told you I'm the only girl. My mom, go figure it out.
Yeah.
Do it on your own.
I
did it.
I did it. So
right, and that was the thing. My mama treated me like that, so you got it. And I'm like, I'm literally asking you for help. Like, I'm literally asking you for guidance. You're gonna be 35 years old. All the way up, I've always sought my mom's approval. And then when I realized I'm not really gonna get that from her. I just kind of let it go, and then I started flourishing a little bit better. But it's like, at what point do you really look at it and you're like, Mom, really?
Yeah.
Like, my little brother in his 20s, he got 3 kids, but you run into his aid at all times. Yeah. Like, if I was in her house and I had brought a kid into the house, I'd have been all kind of names and all type of derogatory slurs, but he got 3 kids, still living at the house. That's toxic.
That was me.
Baby brother, baby brother, and got somebody knocked up.
I'm the baby. So
definitely.
I think that definitely make mom be a little bit more protective when it's their baby boy.
Yeah, but this the middle boy that I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about the middle?
Nah.
Yeah, well, no.
But let it have been a different mashup. Let the one that's youngest been oldest. Let me have been the baby. I still, in my heart, I feel like I still would have been pushed out a little bit faster as the girl than the boy.
I still feel like in the black community period that, boy or girl, if the boy give their mom problems, she pushing them out the door.
Nope.
I agree with the women. I just feel like it's like, as a black parents before us, they always like, hey, once you turn 18, 19, 20, go get a job, do it on your own.
Oh, no,
but in the white community, you have kids that's 25, 24, it's still living with parents, making their money, and then when it's time for them to leave, they are buying a home. They not going to apartments. They not going to.
Last Saturday we was at brunch and we saw a group of, I think they were 21. It was about 10, 15 of them, and they was walking by. I was with someone for her birthday, and they were saying, oh, it's my birthday too. Mine's tomorrow, yours today, like saying happy birthday. And she was like, if you can think of anything to tell me, at 21, what would you tell me? And she was like, girl, don't rent, buy a house. She was like, after you graduate college, you're most eligible to be able to buy a house. She said, oh, no, we're doing that. She was like, my dad's going to buy me a house after I finish grad school. Mm-hmm. Your dad is going to what?
Yep.
Speaking of the person that you went, birthday, that was Sonya, wasn't it?
No, I went to Dallas with Sonya. My friend Leah's birthday was this past weekend.
Shout out to Sonya. Shout out to Leah. Sonya, me and Sonya go like way back. Like I think Sonya's like best friends with my sister. So it's like nigga, I know Sonya since I was like 5 or some shit like that.
I haven't known her that long, but definitely since Harris.
I ain't known that long.
Definitely since Harris Stowe State University days, when she was Miss Harris Stowe State University.
Oh, word?
That's tight.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sonya, goddammit. I got a question.
Go ahead.
All right. So I got 2 questions here. Like one of them's gonna be like kind of real deep, and then the other one gonna be kind of like the funny one. I think I'll do with the funny one first, because I kind of want, like, a lot of people from the last show is like, man, yeah, you need a woman's perspective again. Uh-oh. This is my woman's voice. You need a woman's perspective on this show. You can't be having.
I might make both of them funny.
Why do women? No, I said, women need to start making their man's dick a priority and not an option.
Is that the question?
Hear me out.
Okay,
I'm saying
go ahead. I was like, is that the question?
It's not the question, but hear me out. The reason why I'm saying this is because, women always say, well, my man don't make me feel like he wants me. All right, when we got men that feels like, damn, my woman don't make me feel like she wants me. So like, if you I'm transparent. Fuck it.
Go ahead, man.
My ex, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I used to walk in front of her naked and shit. And I'm like, let's have sex. She was like, okay, I guess. Like, nigga, what? Nigga, I'm finna go jack off. Nigga, what you mean? Fuck. I don't know. You don't have to guess, nigga. I shouldn't even have to ask you to fuck.
Yeah, that's a big turn off for us.
So like, why do women do that? Tell me.
Okay, it's layers to this. I'm just going ahead and let you know.
Keep the layers.
You can't tell someone to make your body part a priority if you don't make your damn body part a priority. And you also can't ask her to make your dick a job if you ain't making her pussy a job.
Okay.
So you want everybody to be able to speak into the mic for your dick. But if you can't find the basic pressure points that she need to get her off, why should she even care about what you want?
Damn, son.
Now,
On top of that, you can't ask somebody to continue to hype you up if you're not hyping her up. And also, it is very damn dry when a man walks up to a female and say, let's have sex. What the fuck? You better seduce me. What the you want me to talk?
Yes.
Listen,
like
I know women. No, fuck that. I know women that's like, hey, I know women that flat out will tell you I like sucking dick, and they'll tell you I don't do it for him, I do it for me.
Right.
So it's like
same with us eating pussy.
But the thing is, if you're not going the extra mile to manscape, if you're not going the extra mile to seduce us, if we ain't been on no date, if you ain't even grabbed my hand to dance with me in the kitchen, rock with me, hug me, kiss my neck, none of that. What the fuck?
I get it. No,
how the hell you mad because you dried the shit up? Women go out and buy Victoria's Secret. We make sure we exfoliate, we wax, got nails done, hair done, and then you walking around with some Johnson ashy nuts, asking us why the fuck we won't talking to the mic. I can't stand that shit.
Okay, so
no, my ex used to do that dumb shit back in the day, and I be sorting out clothes and I'm bent over trying to put in. He'll walk up, just put it on my butt. I mean, don't get your ass back. That's not a seduction.
Okay. So let's
go ahead.
Let's
you got in response to that?
Let's break this here. All right, I'm with you 110%.
You not because you done asked that stupid ass question.
I'm with you 110%. No, the reason why I'm saying that is because in my relationship, all right, you know what I'm saying, I used to big her up all the time. Like, yo, you beautiful, blah blah blah. Like,
but was you building her up in ways that it was her love language to receive it?
Well, see, we didn't even discuss love language back in the day. I didn't even ask her that if we used to get together.
But it's not always about asking. Sometimes it's just basically taking note on the fact that she might light up for certain things and not others.
I knew what she liked and I knew what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? So like we would actually like be good. Like we only had like problems with certain situations, but it was just like I'll be like, look, why do I always got to make the first move? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm walking in front of, it's like this. Say,
I like that.
Hypothetically speaking.
That part.
Hypothetically speaking, say you walk in front of me naked. I'm sitting here on my phone. Like you walked in front of me naked to get attention.
Not all the time.
Getting out the shower.
I don't like wearing clothes. I'm always in my goddamn house naked. I don't need you to touch me or hype me up. I don't want to put drawers on. Leave me alone.
But there we go again. It's like if you just said, oh, I want you to hype me up. If you ain't hyping me up, then what? Then now you saying I don't want you to hype me up.
But you don't have to hype them up. Sometimes it's just a little bit of intimacy that can go a whole lot further than you think. If she in there brushing her teeth, she may not be in the mood. But if you come up and you literally genuinely give her a hug, or if you literally genuinely give her a kiss, or if she doing something and you say, babe, move, I got it. And she like, oh, okay, well, shit. He got it.
Right.
You have no idea the power that can hold.
So what if I see you, right, and I'm like ooh, and I blow a little whistle at you. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't make you feel like that. Okay, this nigga checking nigga out.
I'm ignore the hell out of you. You whistle at me like a fucking cockatoo.
Say if I come out there, right, you there brush your teeth, I just give you a little smack on the ass. That don't make you feel like nothing.
I don't like smack on the ass, just random. Yeah, we gotta actively be going at it for you to just smack me on my ass for me to be like, ooh. Now, like I said, it depends on your chemistry, on how your intimacy levels are with your partner. You need to be able to figure out what pulls that out. Because just because you horny don't mean she gotta be horny at that time.
Absolutely.
And on top of that, you gotta realize women go through a lot of stuff hormonally that literally can just throw us all the way off. You don't realize, you only think, oh, well, she just have a period every month. We go through ovulation, we go through PMS, we get 1 week off that our hormones is just kind of neutral and we just like, well, shit. But you have no idea that right before the period, you're the horniest. Y'all try to go after the period. It's like, but she was a jackrabbit before the damn period. And y'all sitting there talking about, wait, I gotta work. What the fuck is your problem? Ain't you on your period yet? Damn.
If you ask me, I'm trying to go all the time. Okay.
Then you better be able to seduce your chick
all the time, and I will.
But you can't just give the bare minimum and smack her on her ass and think that she getting ready to rev up like a lawnmower.
I don't give that daggone bare minimum. Now I'm saying I do a little bit too.
You just based on the examples you gave, just wasn't.
I'm just exampling, like, but no, seriously, all bullshit aside. When I was with her, I used to have to always keep asking, like I feel like if you want it, you shouldn't have to ask me. You should just be like, hey yo, give me a little rub, rub a little head. Hey, I know what time it is. Let me go ahead and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing here. You shouldn't have to keep asking. Like, that shit after a while. You
shouldn't have to ask. But the thing is, her intimacy levels was different from yours, and just because your libido is high don't mean that hers is.
Don't tell me. I want to sex all the time. Don't tell me that.
But you also can't think because you are giving that intimacy at that level 30 days out of 30 days that she gonna be wanting to do that 30 days out of 30 days. She may be tired too. Hell, you have no idea what the vagina goes through because you ain't got one. So I'm just saying, it may be a day that she be like, no.
No, she don't want it.
Nah, I done had on a thong and some slacks all day sitting in the damn. I just wanted to be left alone. You have no idea.
I get that.
Y'all let it swing. We can't always let it swing. We be having it tucked in there. And listen, sometimes you just want to be. Sometimes you just literally want to be left alone. You be like, I don't want no kids hanging on me. I don't want the dog to come to the bathroom door. I don't want him to come to the bathroom door. Leave me alone.
I get that. I think that's me because my piece. Please, man. Hey, just not today. I don't want it. Leave it alone.
Well, I try to like fill the room, like read the room. Like if I go home and she look like upset or some shit, I just leave her alone. I think like most men don't understand that that connection as far as when women don't want this and don't want that. I kind of do, but it's sometimes I be off though, where like she'll give me like a sign early in the day, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be like a little grab on the dick or something. But then later on, see, I got kids all in the house, so I can't do shit right now at 8 a.m. in the morning because they up. So later on in the day, I'm gonna try to bring it back, and now it's like, what the fuck?
You gotta lock that door, man.
Yeah,
I got caught a couple times. Actually, shit, way more than a couple times. I got caught a bunch of times.
See,
they should be trained at this point not to just bust the doors.
I know.
I'm gonna tell you now.
I think my oldest is.
I'm gonna tell you now.
I hope so. After
she probably gonna have some stories when she get older though. God damn.
I ain't gonna lie to you. My parents know I'm no filter, so they listen. Be prepared. What I'm about to say, Nick. I knew when that door was closed.
What time it was?
Yep. And then soon I get done. Well, soon I got done. My dad always made this little
walk through the house.
No, he made this little werewolf sound.
Oh hell no!
Oh my god!
I pray I never meet your dad. I pray I never meet him. Man. Not even in passing.
Yeah. Wow. And I'm like, oh, okay, well. Then I'm like, hey, let's go out there. Let's go. But yeah, we already knew what type of time it was.
I heard my mom when I was in high school once, and it freaked me out. I came in the door from school and was like, oh no, I'm leaving.
What was this?
I turned
like
right
dad
back around.
Or somebody she was dating or what?
It was stepdad at the time.
Stepdad.
But I was
up.
just like,
he was stepdaddying up, boy.
I turned right back around and closed that door and went on over to my friend's house.
I think we all caught our parents, man. I think everybody caught their parents. My kids probably gonna say a lot of shit because I just like when I be in the mood, I kind of just don't give a fuck. Like,
tell the truth, nigga. You be smacking on the ass. Like, what's up? You know, over here.
And then the baby come do the same damn thing.
But would you rather that or them say, I really never seen my parents embrace each other?
I would rather do what I'm doing.
I would rather be able to say, you know what, my parents love the hell out of each other. They couldn't keep their hands off each other. Yeah. Versus, man, they was toxic as hell. I don't know why they was dealing with each other. I would rather.
I never seen my daddy kiss her. I never seen my mama kiss her.
I've never seen my parents hug each other.
Oh, for real?
Never. They was already broke up before I was able to realize what was even going on. I've never seen my parents hug each other.
They probably was doing it for the house. It's just staying together for
the house. No.
Was they together though?
No.
Were they in the same house?
No.
Okay, he just popped
I've never seen my parents together.
Oh, together.
Wow.
Okay, I get you.
No.
I get you. Wow. None in your life.
None.
How did that make you feel?
It was kind of weird when like graduation hit and they standing side. They're cool with each other. They can have a conversation.
You just never seen them.
But I've never seen them embrace each other in a hug. And I literally think to myself, I would pray nothing ever happens to make them have to do it emotionally. I would pray that they would want to just hug each other on their own, just to say, you know, we did it. We got her across the stage or something like that. Hug each other because they was happy versus, oh no, something happened to Toi and now they crying and they hugging each other. Like, I don't want that to be the case. Right. So it does kind of, it makes you think about things. It makes you think like, make sure you pick the right person, or make sure you're doing it for the right reasons, right. And make sure that the person that you do have your children with, that you can still be a good co-parent with them. So that I don't have kids, and that's the main reason, because I'm like, I don't want to pick the wrong person, and then I got to deal with baby daddy drama, and he get another baby mama, and I got to deal with baby mama drama, and I'm the first baby mama. No, forget that.
That's why I ain't got no kids now. Yeah. I think God was like, he's like, yeah, he don't do good with baby mamas. He just gonna get your wife.
I don't do good with baby mamas either, which is why I don't date men with kids no more either.
Well, it's gonna be hard to find that unless you go get you a 20 or something.
I believe there.
30s, huh? I mean, you got
there's a few gems out there. There's a few gems out there, and I am sifting through the sand rigorously.
You and me both. You and me both. I'm like,
I am sifting through the sand.
I be on like little websites, and I be like,
little date site.
Kids up.
Next.
Kids up. Next.
Same.
Something lie about not having kids, yeah.
But you know,
absolutely, and I unmatched their ass.
You know,
in a heartbeat.
You know, I be looking at some pictures on Facebook, like different people's profiles, and they be like good looking women. I'm like, damn, that nigga smart than the motherfucker. God damn it. Cause he gonna always say, y'all see my baby mama? Yeah. Niggas be smart out here. I'm trying to be like them. You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to be smart to just be a baby mama.
I got another question for you, Toi. Do you know the difference between love and lust?
Yes.
You do?
I do.
How long did it take you to realize that?
I would say until my mid-20s to be able to really pin it. I know personally, based on just my social media on his own, a lot of men jump in my inbox just on lust alone. They don't know me. You don't know me. And then they'll turn around and they're like, oh, but I really want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. Because you don't. You think you know, but you have no idea. They're like, oh, you're a tourist. You're pretty. It's more layers to that, sweetie. It's not a scratch off.
You can only do so much online, though. You can only,
but still, like you'll come
be hard to get a line across. Still.
Okay, take this. Go to college. Have same friends all throughout college. I know a lot of the same acquaintances throughout college. We've been out of college. These same men from college walking up to me and like, you know, I always liked you. You just wanted to fuck me. You don't like me because if you wanted to be with me, you'd have been with me. If you wanted to be with me then, because you knew me and you really did truly, you was interested, you'd have made your move back then. Or you'd have made sure you entered and kept yourself in my life at some stage. Even if you was just my friend, you would have made sure you was very present and involved in my life. Now you popping up out the woodworks because you think I don't know nothing about your life, but I know a lot of people. And then you're like, oh, we should go out to lunch. Why? Because you're trying to segue yourself in to fuck me. Bye. I tell my friends a lot
to decipher who is.
I tell my friends a lot. They be like, so and so want to talk to you. No, he does not. He just wants to fuck me. Like, I know what it is.
Or I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. It could be some men. I mean, because I know of you. I've been in your presence, so you kind of carry yourself well. So some men might take that as intimidating, and they might be like, you know, like, damn, let me get my shit together because if I come to her, I got to come to her correct.
This is true.
So that might when they.
But it depends on how you approach me to make me realize that you're not trying to just get your shit together. You trying to fuck me. Like, I know what it is.
So what makes? Okay, so for example, give me an example. What makes somebody say, "Oh, I know this nigga just trying to fuck"?
Okay, prime example. This happened in real life. One of my friends from high school and college, we've been friends for a long time. He introduced me to a couple of people because he had a shenanigans at his house one day. And one of those people ended up being one of my Instagram friends. Well, they moved out of town and they went and got their masters and they moved back. And when they moved back in town, they was like, hey, let's all get together, let's catch up. So when I realized that it wasn't a group getting together, catching up, it was just us, I was like, okay, well, we definitely gonna pick a very public place. Rosalita's it is. We went to Rosalita's. I had a quesadilla. $10 quesadilla. $10.
Mm-hmm.
They walked me to my car. We laughed, joke, hee hee ha ha. Before I could make it to the highway, downtown, mind you, this fool texted me talking about you should let me come over.
So that's a sign right there.
Why would you think I'd only been around this person one time? Why would you think that you getting ready to come to my house and I've only been around you one time? You think that I'm okay? A $10 quesadilla that I could have bought my damn self multiple times over.
Don't get some
for a damn $10 chicken quesadilla.
What if
you don't get your damn life? Come to find out, a year later, we all in the same situation, and I'm kind of irritated by the fact, and I'm like, oh, this fool. He got a whole chick. He lied and said, yeah, I moved back to St. Louis and I'm staying with one of my friends in the building over there. Pointed. I said, okay. Automatically, when you say your friend, you're thinking your friends. You thinking, okay, he's staying with his homeboy. He came back and lived. He gonna stay with his homeboy till he get an apartment. Staying with a whole bitch.
What did he say? Is his roommate?
No, he said his friend.
His friend.
He said until I get an apartment. You staying with a whole chick, and they ended up being in a relationship. I said, you.
Why you saying
that?
that?
Help out.
Do you know how many go to a funeral? Everybody at this mutual friend's funeral that was friends with him, every last one of his friends approached me. Now the person's funeral was I never dated that person. We was just friends in college. But every last one of his friends, I think except 2, approached me and was like, damn, you pretty, we should hang out. Yo whole bitch sitting here. Yo chick sitting at the table.
God damn, man. I'm trying to help out for the fellas here.
So now I'm deciding, do I want to be Petty Boots? Do I want to be Petty Levert or do I want to be Petty LaBelle? Because I can definitely, we have to repass at this point, and I can definitely be like, oh yeah, no problem. What day and time you want to hang out? And then I could walk over to you in front of your BM and confirm. Oh, we still gonna go to London Tea House on this day at this time?
Oh yeah, that's petty.
So you been setting up dates with, I didn't know you was his baby mama.
I tried, fellas, I tried.
And that's just a couple of occasions. This happens all the time, and it's to the point that you kind of just get numb, and you be like, I don't even want to date. I don't even want to open myself up to even be like, yeah, no. People try to flirt with you, and you be like, no.
I could see you being one of those. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing, but like say a man come to you and say whatever he's been saying, whatever they've been saying, and you just go, blah, 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 you know, like. And they be like, oh, so you one of those? I gotta back up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's it's what AB was saying. Like you gotta come with something because you're not the one.
You just gotta
easy to just.
You just gotta.
You do have to come with it, but you also can't come with it on the terms of, because this has happened to me as well. I just graduated from St. Louis University. I got a job in this, and my degree is in blah 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 blah, and I own a Chrysler 300, and I live on the 3rd floor of this building, and I don't give a damn. Can you hold a conversation? Do you need help crossing the street, or can you got that?
A lot of men can't hold conversations.
Can you navigate yourself through Home Depot? I'm not asking you to build a house, but can you make it from point A to point B in Home Depot? Because I can. Like, just now, when it comes down to men not having confidence, I look at that and I say, okay, well, because I know with me and my friends, when we sit in the room, I literally say, if this person don't know him, I know him. So it's like, I know a lot of people. I go to places now and I try to hide from having to speak to the entire room separately, because at every table I might know at least one person. So it's like, okay, if you don't have the confidence to come and walk up and speak to me, you're not gonna have the confidence when everybody else walk up and speak to me and you standing next to me. I've had that happen where they're like, I don't really like that job you work. I'm a server at a restaurant. I worked at California Pizza Kitchen for 5 years. I worked at the Ambassador. I've worked at J. Spain's Waffles and Wings when it was open. I mean, I worked at a whole lot of different places. I opened Ballpark Village. So it's like, okay, that alone, and the fact that I went to a St. Louis Public High School. I also went to Harris-Stowe State University. Come on now, like, I know a lot of people. So it's like, if you don't have the balls to walk up and have a conversation with me or say, hey, how are you doing? I would like to get to know you. You're not going to survive. You really not going to survive.
Yeah. I get it. I told you, I get the vibe.
Because if you're gonna be scared to walk up and talk to me, you're gonna have a problem when I'm standing in the middle of Walmart having a whole dance battle with myself in the middle of the brawls by myself. I don't care. I entertain myself, and I don't care who watching. I try to make the best out of life. So it's like, if you too scared to walk up and be like, "Hey, how are you doing? My name is."
Yeah. Okay.
I can't nurture your ego. I can't do it.
I get it. So here's my last little question. Me and him, we always like talk about just like slavery back in the day.
I feel like I know where this is going.
Give me a guess.
No, go ahead.
Okay. What is the separation like? Where did we as a black culture go wrong? Like, when did we start separating? Like, we start dogging women and then women start dogging us. Like, I say it all the time that a lot of that shit is embedded in our DNA from back in our ancestors' days, slavery days. Like where did we go wrong with that? I want to know.
So you go way back. And I'm the type of person that I do like history, and I also like to people watch. I also like watching documentaries. I literally like reading about history and struggle of black people and how the divide and division is. I was raised by literally 5 generations of women alive when I was born. So I made 6 generations here in St. Louis. Very rare. My great grandma Mary passed away when I was in the 6th grade. She was over 100. I think she was like 103. So my great grandmother was only 50 when I was born. So I'm able to literally watch a whole lot of different generations and hear them speak about how things were back in the past and watch what's happening now, and went to a HBCU. I also went to private black schools. So they literally taught you a lot about the history of everything from before slavery, during slavery, segregation, civil rights movement, all of that. So it's like, when you look at Africa in general, you see a lot of different areas before it was colonized. You see a lot of different areas, and they have pride in their culture. You see Ethiopians, they have their hair a certain way. You have Nigerians, they have food a specific way. South Africa, everybody has their own coin that makes them who they are. All of it is Africa though, right? Everybody is black. So 90% of the people that are there have the mitochondria DNA to create any and every facets of a human. Light, dark, tall, fat, skinny, blonde hair, blue eyes, green, brown, everything. We all have that ability to do so. But in order to bring people over here, and I looked into this a whole lot more, and there is a documentary for PBS Channel 9 on YouTube, and you can look it up, and it's talking about the World's Fair. This also digs deep into it, and the man that created the World's Fair also did something very similar to slavery. When they got the slaves over here, what they had to do was, well, not just over here, but different ports, they had to split them up so that they was not keen on each other's dialect. You can't communicate with somebody you can't communicate with. Right. You can't make a plot with somebody you can't even talk to. Right. So while you're trying to figure out how to talk to each other, they over here already plotting on you. They also realize when you bring somebody over from another continent altogether, when the white people see them initially, they're thinking, oh crap, I've never seen people this dark. They're still thinking they're people. So what they had to do was brainwash the white people into thinking that Africans had no ability to have any type of soul. They had no ability to have feelings. They had no ability to have education, that they did not have nerve endings to even feel pain, to make them believe that everything that they was doing to them that was absolutely barbaric was understandable because they not real humans. They just felt like they was just little dummies, like little pin dowels, that whatever they needed them to do that they can do. So first they brainwashed the white population to just believe, okay, what they're doing is not really bad. It's in the Bible. God said this. You know, they're showing studies that, you know, it's not really that bad. So they let their guard down. Then you have to pin them against each other. So now you have to remember that you got slave owners having sex with black women, not just having sex, raping black women, and then they're sitting there creating lighter children. So these people have never seen a light-skinned child that is mulatto until now. So now they're getting treated better. So the darker people is upset that the lighter skinned people are being treated better. But then you go and take the light skinned person to the house and the light skinned person is getting treated worse because the white woman knows that her husband created this child without her.
Right.
So now everybody is getting treated different, and it's creating a caste system because this white woman is treating her white child that's by her white husband better than the mulatto baby, and the mulatto baby knows that man is his daddy. Yep. So then you got the people out in the fields that knows that this white man just had sex with my black woman, and now my what would have been my child if I would have had sex with my own wife is now out. So now you got this dark skinned man casting out this light baby. You creating a system on his own. So now you're like, okay, the light skinned kids don't get sold because the master feeling some kind of way about, you know, he technically is my child and I need a house nigga. Right. And then you got the other people being sold, but it's like, okay, for the people that's solely black and that is sticking together and they're able to mesh, now you got to figure out how to break them up because they all look the same. They're all in the field. All their parents is friends with each other now. Yep. They're able to speak to each other. Yeah. Now you have to literally go back in and you have to separate them. So you have to literally take mother and child, rip father from mother and child, beat the shit out of the damn father, so that now mom is like, crap, I don't want that for my babies. This is literally the science that was taught so that they can learn how to do this. They did the same thing with horses, and they realized this is the same way that we have to break a black family. This is exactly what they did all the way up into the 70s. If you look at the Pruitt-Igoe situation, you're looking at Pruitt-Igoe and you're like, okay, well, what's the the lowdown on that? They literally created Section 8 to tell black women, you can live here with your kids. We will give you money, but you cannot have a black man in the house. Why is that? Because they know that a full circle of a black family is stronger than having her by herself. So what does that mean? That this black man is now by himself. There's no one to care for him. They know now that without a female in his life expectancy is cut short because women is the reason that men live longer, and that's because we make y'all go to the doctor.
True.
We create your meals. We make sure that the house is clean. We make sure you have a peace of mind. Now you're by yourself. You have that stress. Mm-hmm. You don't eat well. You don't even worry about what it is because all you're thinking is gotta go to work, gotta go to work, gotta go to work. Now they introduce drugs. Now you strung out on these drugs. Now they know that, hey, we can get the black man that ain't got nowhere to live because his woman put him out so that she can have Section 8. Now he get to sell the drugs. Now we get to lock him up. Now wait a minute. We doing this at an alarming rate. Yeah, pipeline. Yep. Everything that they have done has been something to literally attack us, and they're upset because they never truly won all the way. Because when they try to do something to truly attack us, white people get meshed right into it, and they be like, "Damn, we was trying to mainly only
target these motherfuckers."
They launched the war on drugs against us. What they got? White people out here just living it up. All the doggone rehab facilities is white people. Mm-hmm. I don't know not one. I know 2 black people that went to an actual rehab facility on their own and had the dime to pay for it. Everybody else went to jail. Went to jail and came out clean. That was their rehab facility. But that's not a rehab facility. That's an easy way for you to relapse back into it. You can't do drugs in jail because you ain't got the drugs. Yep. So that's how you clean. But you send somebody to a multi-step program, and then they get clean, and then they got these exercises that can help. Then you also think about doctors. They don't give a damn about what happens to a black woman. Yeah. I have stories for days, and I don't even have children, on how doctors have discounted me on different things that I'm telling them that's wrong. And they're like, no, you're fine. So this is happening to me, and you're telling me I'm fine. Yeah. I am literally afraid to have children, because I know that if I go into labor and I'm by myself, it's a chance that I might not make it out with my baby. That's a hard pill to swallow, knowing that they ain't even took they. You gotta also think about, okay, you get out the hospital, now you gotta worry about the police killing your child. Yeah, especially if it's a boy. That's a shame. Or you minding your business, and then you gotta worry about a Karen calling the police on you and your child, and you like, I ain't even did nothing. Yeah. Now you sleep in your bed and they busting the door down, shooting up your whole apartment. What the hell is that? Oh, don't forbid you shoot back because you trying to defend yourself.
Yeah, they gonna say they was threatened. Yeah.
So it's like you literally can watch how everything, how it you can continue to see the divide, and you can continue to see the mythology behind how they're trying, and they're trying, and they're trying, and they're getting more and more upset because we keep winning. And they wanted to keep the white race very pure, but every time I turn around, you still got the white race that some parts of the white race that's like, you got they're upset because they got a whole demographic of white women that just want mulatto babies. Oh, I want mixed babies. Hell.
Well, there's a saying, once you go black,
Yes, but right now they're fetishized. They don't care about you. They care about what their kids gonna look like, because they know that with white man and white woman, their kids gonna look like some split open avocados by the time they 6. But they know that if their white woman have a baby by you, black man, their kids got a chance of looking very nice and fine up into their 50s.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, once you go black, your family disown your ass.
No, they don't. No, they don't. They'll deal with their grandkids. They won't deal with you.
You got a point. Who chocolate baby is this? Don't bring that nigga baby around.
And I also tell people, be careful what you wish for when you be like, when you're bashing black women, because I'm not gonna lie, we go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint for black men. When something happened, we the first ones up there protesting, marching, signing the petition, got our foot on somebody's neck over y'all. But then you turn around, and I'm not saying this is YouTube, but if you see it, do your due diligence to be like, bruh, you can say you can like white women all you want to, but you ain't gotta bash the sisters for it.
But see, that's
because this is another thing that's hurtful, and it's like, we literally, okay, you picked her, but the moment shit get hot, she ran home and left your ass out here. But you now want us to step up and take care of you and to fight for you and petition for you and put our foot on somebody's neck, risk our lives for you, and you literally just bashed us in the last breath you took. You can't do that.
That's what I was talking about. Like where did that division, like where did that divide at? Because like I seen something on Facebook, which I probably should have deleted. But,
everything is subliminal. You literally see angel food cake is what color? Devil's food cake is what color?
I mean,
everything is subliminal. They always have you thinking white is right. That wouldn't even be a phrase if they didn't want you to think that white is right. So it's like, okay, well, I get with this white girl, her credit gonna be good. I know a lot of white people that got toe up credit.
Yeah, but the chick said on Facebook, she said, if a man, this is a black woman, if a man come up on me and he say 50-50, or he talk about 50-50, like I immediately lose interest. And it's like, what?
She's speaking as far as like bills and stuff, or
I guess so. But it's like, what? Like, where did that? Like, that's not. You're not building. You can't. Not one person can build an empire.
I get that point too. I feel that way. Because think about
50-50
it.
Thing?
I get kind of turned off by that whole 50-50 thing, because we're not still in the gender roles that we were in back in the day. We're not in the gender roles of the man go to work, the woman literally works in the home and take care of the home and the kids. That's not it.
That's not
the man gets up on Sunday morning, he go cut the grass and, make sure the yard clean, he go to work. That's his only job. And then she makes sure all the kids in the household is together. That's not the gender situation it is today. Now, men and women getting up, cracking ass, getting the kids together, going to do what they gonna do. And it's like, if I'm getting ready to come home with the kids, you went to the barbershop or you went to the gym, you played ball, you on the game, she came home, she done fed them kids, she done made sure their homework got done, she done cleaned the house, she done got your shit together, and then you sitting there talking about you got your half on the bills. You didn't just risk your life giving birth to children. You also not out here cutting grass and building houses. So it's like, if you make $80,000 and she making $60,000, that's a hell of a disadvantage to her. To turn around and say, all right, 50-50. If anything, y'all need to have a conversation and base it on who is able to provide in what way to make sure the whole house is taken care of, so both of you are still comfortable and have your own money, versus, 50-50. So you make 60, you gonna give up your 30,000, and I'm gonna give up my 40,000. I still get, you know what I mean? Like, that's not okay.
Well, I think it just depends on the couple, the situation.
True.
So like if I'm making 80,000, of course, I'm gonna just take over. You know what I'm saying? But if we are at the same boat, and just like you were saying, we ain't in the era no more where the man do everything. You working, I'm working. So we put things together to make everything work for both. Yeah. So that's I don't know. I actually agree with doing 50-50, but that's me. That's my household.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. Like,
but if you're doing 50-50 financially, that means you need to do all them chores together.
Yes, I do.
You
I
need
wash
to
the dishes.
You need to do every single chore. I don't mean
I got the kids.
I mean together.
Yep.
Cause I'm like, what the hell? Like, if that's the case, you got a roommate.
But that's what I was going to say. Like, like 50-50. Like, so like say like, all right. So say like with the 80,000 and the 40,000. Like, say she make 40,000 and I make 80. Well, I'm gonna take care of like the most of the bills, like the house note, the car, all the car notes, the insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might take some care of some utilities, but it's like you still have like that, like take care, like make sure the house is clean. Which me, on the other hand, I don't believe in the woman making sure she clean.
No, we both gonna make sure this damn house.
Yeah,
is
like
clean.
I clean the house.
If it's 50-50, gotta be 50-50 all the way across the board.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think a lot of that shit come from motherfucking reality TV, man. Like, they see this bullshit, they think that this is how life's supposed to be, man. Like, no, it ain't. Like you said back in the day, the motherfuckers was like strictly like the men go out, they do what they do, the mamas stay at home. Man.
And they had the most toxic situations, and you listen to your grandparents your grandmothers talk about how they hated being with your granddaddy on the fact that he was out having a whole other life. She couldn't question him. A lot of the reasons that they was with those men is because they couldn't get away. They couldn't. I
believe that, and I also believe that they conditioned.
That too.
They was conditioned. Their parents was doing it, so it's just like, hey, I would just sit here and do this while he go do that. It's like almost like they don't. But
if you're thinking about your grandparents before that, there wasn't just about conditioning. Those women could not own. They couldn't own property without their husbands. They couldn't have their own bank accounts. They couldn't get credit. All of that stuff needed to go through their husbands. So they had to be married, and they had to be with their husbands to get the things that they needed to be comfortable. So it's like, okay, from a female standpoint, if I'm able to do everything for my damn self, everything by myself, hell, I can even get out there with the best of them and do yard work, because I've done it before. I'm like, why am I only paying 50-50 if you make more than me? If I know I can do it by myself and you gonna sit on your ass. Like, no. If it's gonna be 50-50, it's gonna be 50-50 all the way. And y'all need to be able to compromise before the ring go on and before the wedding bells occur, to make sure that y'all comfortable with the agreement that y'all made with each other.
I heard this saying, and since you're here, I'm gonna just go ahead and bring it up, because we on this kind of like marriage topic, men, women. It was a post I seen that said men have zero benefit being married to a woman. Meaning basically there's nothing that the woman can do for that man in a marriage. Do you believe that's true?
No.
I don't either.
I don't believe it's true, because I know a lot of men that's happily married, and they're happier now that they're married. I know a lot of men. I know a lot of men in general, just period. But most of the men that's married, I talk to them before they get married, and I ask them questions like, how do you know that you found the one that you wanted? How do you know that you found the right person? How do you know that you're doing the right thing? And they always talk to me about how they just know that it's right, and they know that they don't want to keep going through life without her. So it's like, okay, if she can't do nothing for you, why would you want somebody to truly be in your life at all times if she can't do shit for you?
And I mean, that's how I feel too, is because like women in my eyes, you know, because I'm married for 7 years, but I'm talking on that side because I'm from that side. But I feel like women, like you were saying, y'all complete things that we are incomplete at. So
we can take the smallest of any and everything, and we gonna amplify it. You can have a little bit of a thought, and we gonna turn that dream into a reality. You can literally say, "Babe, I don't have the most money to do what I want to do with this house, but you gonna come home and your shit gonna be together, and you gonna be like, damn."
Well, I just think y'all put things in order for us, because we scattered brain, like we y'all are conditioned, y'all naturally born to nest and organize. So it's like we like this. When y'all come in, it's like this. It's together. I call that stability. So it's like, you know, I feel like women, you know, you get married, you know, it could be marriage or a long relationship, you know, but I feel like y'all are here to complete us.
It's a yin and a yang.
Yeah. And
so
we complete
y'all got the scattering, and y'all have the ability to do it, but for the most part, a lot of times we need the stability to feel safe, to be able to flourish at our best. Women have the ability to truly flourish when and I can't say that this is for all women, because I know some women that's able to flourish without having any male in their life, but I know a lot of women that was able to flourish a whole lot more just in who they are, knowing that they had somebody in their corner and they felt safe. So it's like, okay, I want this big old house, but I don't want to be in this big old house by myself. I don't feel safe. Now her husband is there. She's like, house, let's make it a thing. Like, she was able to amplify everything. I know that when it comes down to certain friends of mine that's married, they was like, hey, my husband said that he wanted a man cave. Her husband went out of town. He had some plans to put things in certain ways. She had went and ordered everything that he wanted and had it set up the same way that he had thought about it. He told her verbally what he wanted and never thought that she was going to do it. And he came back, man cave.
That's dope.
One more thing and we can wrap it up. Commitment, right? Do you believe that a lot of men are afraid of commitment?
No.
Okay.
I think a lot of men are afraid to commit to the wrong one, or as well as, I've been saying this for the last few years, that social media plays a problem when it comes down to relationships. When it came down to keeping your business to your business, it was always easier when it had nothing to do with, quote unquote, making me look stupid. A lot of people out here think that, oh, I don't want to deal with shorty because she gonna have me looking stupid out here in these streets. She out here being a hot girl. She out here being a thought. Well, you picked her. Okay. But if you know that you pick somebody that's genuinely for you, and you know that she got your back, why are you worried about being out here looking crazy? But I mean, nobody wants to be out in the street being talked about saying, I saw your man out there at the club and he was rubbing on so-and-so. I just saw your man at the gas station tugging Big Booty Judy down. Like, nobody wants to hear that. But when it comes down to social media, things get around faster. And you get a persona of this is what should be and this is what is not. And everybody's song nowadays is about, I just got all the hoes. I'm just going to have a sneaky link. I'm just getting ready to just play a bunch of women and not give a damn about nothing because I got money. A lot of them don't even have no damn money. They just got refund checks. And they're like, I bought me one pair of Balenciaga shoes and now I'm the man. Boy, if you don't put your mama's income tax check back up and put the camera away. So it's like, right, but it's about a persona of, I gotta feel like I'm the man with my homeboys, to I gotta have a bunch of chicks to feel like I'm the man when it come down to my homeboys, versus just standing up and being like, I just want to be with her. If you want to just be with her, be with her. Same way with a chick. If you want to be with that man, be with him. Yeah. You don't have to be like, well, he ain't responding me in 3 minutes, so hot girl summer ad. Like, what? Yeah. People got stuff to do.
Yeah, I always feel that T.O. FaceTime. I feel like before we go, I'm gonna just say this last point. I feel like your past relationships help your future relationships.
They do.
And you didn't agree with that.
I don't agree with it, man.
And why don't you agree?
Because your past relationships can hurt your future relationships.
That's true too. But it depends on how strong you come out of it and how you change yourself. You have to actively see your flaws and want to change them to be able to change yourself.
But it don't necessarily have to be your flaws.
But
it could be
you can also think about what you can learn what you like and what you don't like.
True.
I learned a lot about what I absolutely do not like.
That pain, that hurt from the past will help you to prevent that from happening again in the future.
Yeah, but there's some people that remember that pain and it hurt.
You can remember that pain all you want to.
They don't want to go through it no more.
Yeah, but you can remember that pain, but why did you have the pain? Did you have the pain because you didn't communicate effectively? Did you have the pain because you didn't set that boundary with that other person and you let them dog you out?
Sometimes nobody knows they're getting dogged out though.
But it takes you to learn your flaw later down the line to realize I was being a dumbass and I let this nigga run all over me.
Absolutely, and then that's when like I said, it can hurt your future because even you can create this PTSD that everybody's starting to use, that if the person is doing something even remorsefully or it makes you think about that you went through this before, that it'll make it all go in your head like, nah, I'm not doing that.
You haven't learned how to pull out what it is that you want and don't want and what you like and don't like and how to set those boundaries. You didn't learn from your actual, you just remembered. You didn't learn from the past mistake, you just remembered. So say for instance, if a guy is dating me and he dogged me out, say for instance, man put his hands on me. For the record, ain't nobody ever.
You don't sound like the type that will let.
Oh, ain't nobody ever. Not with the way Eleanor raised me. But say for instance, a man put his hands on me. If I started seeing the warning signs that this man was gonna do it, or he started telling me that he was gonna do it, and I stayed with him, that was still that was leaving him the boundary to be able to just cross it and just, I'ma just pop her in the face. But say for instance, that next man's like, girl, whatever, I'll beat your ass. Boundary, you about to exit because I don't have time for that. Now, if I would have just been like, he said he gonna beat my ass, and I run in there and do what he said he was gonna do, that means that you didn't learn from your last situation. You didn't grow from it. You just turned around and you said, PTSD, do what he said do. Absolutely not. Because it wasn't okay for the first person to do it. And it's never gonna be okay for the next person to do it.
So let's say like this. So you tell, like, we use that, like, you said if you did get hit and then the dude said, man, I beat your ass, he's like, gotta go. Like the dude, what if the dude like did not recognize, or you didn't communicate like that to him, and then like if you say, hey man, that ain't cool, would you give him a second chance? That's what I'm saying. Would you give him a second chance on like trying to make it right? You
got to look at the tone and the way that somebody is going to say something. Sometimes if you playing and say, for instance, you pillow fight and you pop somebody and they be like, I'll beat your ass. And it's a playful thing. That's different. But now if they literally get ready to do harm to you, get rid of that person. But also if that person's like, wait a minute, she not going to go for that. Because I dare somebody to go to sleep after they put their hands on me. I dare you to go to sleep under the same roof with me after you put your hands on me. Yeah. You're not waking up. I'm just saying. But you just have to you have to literally take it in the way, in the context that it's given. You can't treat everything black and white. It's not all black and white. It's three-dimensional. But you also got to remember, your past relationships teach you what you like and don't like. Your past relationships teach you how to create boundaries for the future. I really feel like I learned how to communicate a whole lot better now with what's going on now in my life after dealing with the BS from the past. I've dealt with a lot of BS from the past, and now I'm able to, before somebody used to be able to just say, oh, so-and-so told me this. And I'd be like, who the fuck is so-and-so? Now I'm going to listen to the court. I'm going to listen to the whole thing. And then I'm going to be like, so-and-so was your friend? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I'm going to put a mental note and I'm going to be like, let me see if that name come up again. So how you know her? Oh, I thought I told you that we went to high school together. Oh, okay. But how you know her? Like, but you know some people that'll just jump off the deep end. So who is this bitch? And don't even hear the whole story. No, I want to hear this juicy story that you had to tell me. We can get about who she is later. I learned how to be quiet and ask. I also learn how to ask qualifying questions to make you tell me more information without me having to ask. Because if it's something you're passionate about, you're gonna tell me.
That's true.
If it's something that I see that might be a red flag, but right now it's yellow, I'm gonna put it on a note, stick it in the back. If it come up again, add a little hick mark to it, stick it in the back. Now, if it come up a third time, I'm gonna be like, okay, so I want to talk to you about X, Y, and Z. Because first, you may see something the very first time and you're thinking, that's a red flag. I'm about to spaz out about it. And it's not spaz worthy. But now if it's a pattern, now you have the ability to come back to that person and say, well, you mentioned it this time, and you mentioned it this time, and then when I asked about this, I took the context this way and I asked about it again, and you still kept doing it. So I'm learning that this is a personality trait. Versus you just mentioned it one time or it didn't come out the way that you wanted it to come out. So you wasn't nervous that third time because that was a year later.
Good.
Good.
I'm straight.
Well, Toi, we really appreciate you joining Podcast Mondays. How can they follow you, listen to you, watch you, anything?
Everybody can follow me on Instagram at DEBORAHBLOOM314. That's Deborah Bloom 314. You can also follow me on YouTube at Deborah Bloom. You'll also see my little circle with the pink circle with the yellow, Deborah Bloom. I haven't created a way for you to follow me on Facebook without getting all these random, friend requests, and then I gotta delete folks.
Just start deleting your ass.
You gotta look at who the mutual friends is first.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a whole bunch of people in my requests on Facebook, and if I don't know you, I just don't.
You know, you also unfollow me on Instagram. Just like you know that.
She's still on this.
She unfollowed me on Facebook and on Instagram.
It's okay. We just followed her on Podcast Monday.
Did you just not post for a while?
I probably did. I'm not a social media person.
That's not my fault.
To be honest with you, I took myself off Instagram.
Okay, well you deleted your page, then I didn't delete you. You deleted you.
It's still up there. I just have a comparisons problem, so I just took myself down. You know, gotta get myself together.
What you having problems with comparing yourself with?
A comparison problem.
You need some moisture to your hair?
No, it's just
get
that,
some products for you.
No, it's just I see certain shit and I'm like, man, damn, I could get that, so I just gotta take myself off. Mental, gotta get it together. That's all it is.
That'll kill your joy quick as hell.
It will.
Comparing yourself to somebody else, you just got to be you.
Absolutely.
What makes you different from everybody else? Go ahead and tell us.
What makes me different from everybody else?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even think about that. It's just I know my work ethic though. I know what I can do, and if I get my right foot in the door, I know I can knock that motherfucker down. And so that's the whole point.
It's very generic. We'll come back to that.
I'm serious.
Episode 59, he gonna tell you how he's different from everybody else. So when he's done comparing,
I just know.
That's his question. Episode 59. I'm gonna tune in.
I just know that if I had an opportunity in the radio, I know I'm that nigga. Like that's real talk. We just never. I would say me as far as procrastination and just like missing my opportunities is what I do. So when I see people that I know that have certain shit that I have and I haven't got the opportunity yet, then that's what bothers me.
So are you missing the opportunity because they're going past you and you're not jumping on them, or you just not jumping on them?
No, I'm not getting opportunities. It's not that.
People are creating their own opportunities. You need to do that, sir.
And that's what I'm doing. That's why I took myself off of Instagram.
Dun, 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 dun. Everybody know that little tune.
Jams,
Yeah, I swear, some of my friends was like, "You should be a motivational speaker," and I was like, "You think so?"
Yeah, I think so too.
People come to me all the time to make me psych them out before interviews and graduations and all kind of craziness, and I just be like, "Get it together."
Yeah.
Well, you did a great job on the show.
I've been getting it together for 35 years of my life.
I mean, I'm 34, so I mean.
So, anyway, this episode 58 again?
Episode
58. Podcast Mondays. MONDAYZ. Like I said, I'm not on Instagram, so he does all the Instagram over there.
Make sure y'all put that Z, not Podcast Mondays. Podcast Mondays.
We lost a legend again. We losing 2 weeks.
We didn't lose the same one again.
We losing 2.
Nigga only getting died once.
Legends. We lost
a legend again.
We losing so many legends. So I'm gonna play the song at the end. Rest in peace to Biz Markie.
You're not gonna play the clip from what's it called? Men in Black.
No, I'm not gonna play that. Make sure y'all have a good week. If y'all didn't like accomplish what y'all didn't accomplish last week, you got a whole another week to accomplish it. So.
And let them know if you want me to come back, because then I'm just a few exits away.
She stumped us on some questions. Like,
just a few exits away.
Expect that answer.
I love it though.
Yeah, I love it too. I love smart women, man.
Yeah,
that's dope.
So happy
HBCU
Monday.
grad. I mean, just saying.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, have a good week, and let's rock out. Nobody beats the Biz.
DJ Burley Famous is in the mix right now.
The star of the show. Heartbreaking. Mr. Dynamite. Mr. Dynamite.
Yes, y'all are to the like beating. You can either dance or just have a seat and listen to the way in what I am displaying. A different kind of rapper language that I am saying. To all the party people that exorbitant for info. When it come to rockin' parties, I am a nympho. Maniac, brainiac for doing my dancing. My record make the music will put you in a trance and hypnotize your body. And like it, drink Bacardi, and you won't be fighting the ill, and you just be partying down with the funky sound with yours truly. I'm the original B.I.Z. Okay.